Um, First off, congrats to Rutgers on their win. Um, I thought the way that they played, I thought I thought they deserved to win. I thought they made plays down the stretch, um, just some toughness plays, some offensively and defensively that they needed to do. I thought Steve Peichel completely outcoached me tonight. I thought he coached circles around me tonight, and we got outcoached. And I got to put our guys in better position to be successful if we want to win a game like this. So, it's disappointing that we lose it, right? Because we had a 19-point lead in the second half. But, we're back to work tomorrow. Get back to practice, clean up what we need to clean up, and get ready for our next game.
Micah, Jalen didn't attempt a shot in the second half. What did they do differently that made things so difficult for him?
They usually sent two at the ball a lot of times. Really doubled him, tried to get the ball out of his hands, and forced other guys to try and beat us or try and beat them. And, we had opportunities. You can't. But, Seth goes 0 for 11 from 3. Funk goes 1 for 7. Miles goes 0 for 1. It's three of your better shooters right there that, 1 for 19, right? And they're shooting open shots. So hats off to them, right? We needed to adjust and go to something different. But, it's like I said, I got out-coached.
Micah, as narrow as this window is getting for your team with all the seniors, are you worried about them bouncing back after something like this? Because obviously it seemed like it's a very difficult one to kind of take.
Nope, not really. No. Like, the season's not over. We got a game on Wednesday. Right? If this was the last game of our season, if, they had to take their jersey off and go home after tonight, they'd probably feel a little bit different. But we got a lot of games left. We got a lot of games left to play. Like I said, it's disappointing because we had a chance to win it. We needed to make the right plays throughout the game to win it, and we didn't do that. But I got to help them do it. I didn't help them tonight.
Micah, did you feel like there were missed opportunities to build, even when you were at plus 19, or in the first half you were at plus 15, 16? Did you feel like there were missed opportunities there as well to kind of build and maybe put them away earlier in the game?
Yeah, definitely. We let go of the rope a few times when we had opportunities. I just thought, when you build leads, you have to kind of stay with what got you there. So you got to hit singles. I felt like we went for the home run way too many times instead of just being simple, right? And that's what we talked about at halftime. We gave them that run at the end, 7-0 run at the end of the half that goes from 17 to 10, and it gives them a little bit of confidence, right? That's all you need. I've been talking about confidence for 2.5 weeks. That's all you need in college basketball is a little bit of confidence. They were fired up. We came out and started the half great, but then we let our foot off the we let our foot off the gas. We let go of the rope. We didn't do the things that got us that lead. So little plays that they don't seem that they were big, but we give them a bucket and then they get a free throw rebound, right? We gave them more chances when that maybe you close the door. Maybe you foul and they shoot the free throw and miss it, and that helps close the door, right? We left the door open too many times. Even when we weren't scoring the basketball, we couldn't come up with timely stops. They would get long offensive rebounds, or they'd hit timely. They hit every timely basket that they needed to make, and we missed a lot of them. But it was because of the things that we did early in the game.
Micah, Seth, really struggled today shooting, and when you talk about confidence, it seems like he usually doesn't lack for it. What could you attribute this outing for him tonight to?
He shot 16 shots and missed them all. I mean, there's no science to it. I thought he was rushing a little bit. I thought he was a little too hyped. to play this game. I kept telling him, hey, take a deep breath, man. Settle down. Like, it's okay. But, man, some of them were quick, but a lot of those he's taken throughout the year he's made. It just wasn't his night tonight.
Coach, two quick questions for you. Number one, this is the second time you played Rutgers in a span of 30-plus days. You dropped both of the games, two of them. What does it show about the intensity and the competition Rutgers has given you this season in those two matchups?
Yeah, I mean, they're one of the best defensive teams in the country, and we haven't proven to be able to score on them effectively in two games. We had 45 last game. We had 56 in this one. I thought there were things that we needed to do better. We needed to attack better. They're really good on the first side, but you got to move them to get them on the second side. We got to play off of attacking closeouts. We got to move it a little more, but they make it tough on you because they stay out on the perimeter, so they don't give you those kickouts. So you got to play through some different people at times, and I didn't think we did that. I thought we relied too much on the three instead of trying to attack the rim.
And again, you've talked about things to fix going forward. At the end of the game, you didn't score one basket over a period of 9 minutes or so. What's the goal to fix that issue specifically with Northwestern and Maryland left on the regular season?
Northwestern's a good defensive team also. We only scored 7 the whole second half, so like the 9 minutes was one is about indicative of how the second half was going. Like I said, I got out-coached. I need to help those guys. I need to be better, put them in better positions to do some things with how they were playing the ball screens, with some of the stuff we were going to. But a lot of stuff we go to, outside the picket, they were taking the ball out of his hands. The other guys weren't going, right? And so you got to rely on something. So you got to go back to something. And, I didn't help them the best in the best way for them to be successful. And, it'll be a sleepless night. It'll be a sleepless night. I know that much.
Micah, Cam said he thought guys' spirits were down in the second half. Did you notice that, and how much an impact do you think that could have had?
You know what? Which is crazy because you look, we led the game for 32 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't know what you're down about. That means we're playing through our offense. We're not playing through defense. We're not playing through stops. If guys are getting down because they're not making shots, and that's something that we've been preaching all year. We're winning the game. At some point in time, it becomes winning time. It becomes I got to step up and make a play at that point in time. So, I didn't notice it, but I'm trying to be as positive as possible with our group. So they're ready to play. I told Steve and Dick on the radio, we've sucked when people have come to games. We've sucked. I don't know whether we're too amped up to play or we're too juiced to play, or maybe we're reading press clippings of how important this game was instead of really focusing on one game. It's one game. At the end of the day, it's one game. This wasn't an elimination game. This wasn't hey, we're going to play this game, and if you guys get beat, the floor is going to open, and you're going to fall through it, and you're done. No, it's one game. We've lost. We lost 12 times this year, right? Pick yourself up and go play the next game. That's it, right? This game, yeah, it's important because it was the game that we were playing, but no game is more important than the other. And, we got to come back and get back to practice and work on some things and be better and go play Northwestern. And that's one game. And that's it. So, maybe our minds weren't in the right place coming into this. Maybe we were too hype or too jacked up. But we got to finish the game the right way, man. Can't give up 19-point lead in the second half.
Yeah, Coach, what goes into the decision to keep a player like Lundy in despite his shooting struggles down the stretch?
He's leading the Big Ten in three-point percentage. I'm going to trust him. The shot's not falling, but, maybe there is the one that goes in. That's what we're going to lean on. He's a guy, he's carried us. He's been consistent all season, and he's carried us. I'm going to ride those guys. I'm going to go with them until the wheels fall off. And tonight wasn't his night. Tonight wasn't his night. But they were also like kick out threes. It wasn't like I was just running set after set for him. Like, hey man, we're gonna get Seth the ball. We're gonna do this and that. Nope, they were doubling. Ball was just getting swung to him. Kept finding him. He just kept missing it. I'm okay with that. He was taking good shots for the most part.
Pick has seen every type of defense you could imagine this year. Was there something Rutgers was doing unique in the second half? Because the stat that really pops out, 0 shots for him, seems like kind of mind blowing after what we've seen from him all year.
They just made him pass. Right? They were going to say, you're not going to beat us. We're going to put 2 people on the basketball, aggressive trap, and make you pass it. And like, I thought a couple of times where, yeah, he might have had opportunities to go score it when he caught the ball deep into the paint before the double team came, but they tried to get to him before he got there. They tried to double on the perimeter and force him to pass. And, maybe some of those, like I said, it ended up in a swing shot. Instead of a swing, attack, a closeout. Maybe we get a layup. Maybe we get a kick out. Maybe we get a second drive. We didn't get enough of that. We didn't get enough second attacks. They're unbelievably defensively on the first side. But every defense in America, I don't care if it's the Celtics, the Sixers, or the Nuggets, nobody can guard multiple sides if you keep swinging, if you keep moving, you keep attacking. Right? And that's like, as a coach, you're trying to preach that. But sometimes you don't get it, right? Like, that's okay. We'll go back and we'll work on this because Northwestern's going to do the same kind of thing. They're going to hard hedge ball screens. They're going to make it tough on you. They're going to make you rotate. They're going to make you swing it. And it's either that extra pass shot or it's that extra pass attack and make the right play. We didn't attack and make the right play. But that's on the coach, man. I'll be better.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.